Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I think it's time to do some farming right now and build some automated farms. So as you can see, I am growing quite a large amount of tomatoes right now. I am doing this because I want to make myself a money farm. So it works something like this. If I go ahead right now, I just drop everything just like this. Have a bone mealer special ability, so it grows kind of fast when I'm around, but whatever, it's not the point right now. So I'll gather some tomatoes. Now I've put those tomatoes in this box, and via basically this duct it feeds into this task screen, and the reward collector, which has tomatoes set on it, basically automatically completes me quests. And I'm doing tomato because it gives me 5 coins on each quest completion. So for instance, the bread is 8, but you need to bake it. However, like for instance, carrot is 2. So tomatoes are quite efficient. And also, to increase the efficiency while I am around, I think I want to do this thing. I think it's the green thumb, yes. So plants will grow around me a bit faster. So I'm investing my experience into this ability right now. So yep. So another thing I'm doing to increase my efficiency for my tomato, I'm using Tamer's Harvest Craft mob to basically get 10 seeds, so even faster growth, bigger yield. And the third parameter, I can't remember what was it, but look, I think we reached the end of the row. So I am hoping this would work, because I've started with 331 this seed, and I'm hoping I can get a better seed at the end of this line. So let's just take these crops off, and we'll see what kind of seed I will get from this row. Okay, so I've managed, this is the seed I've started with. So it has 133. This is unidentified, this is unidentified. I'm guessing this will be 111, and this is unidentified. So let me put these tomatoes for sale, and let's quickly scan these seeds. I really hope I can get something useful out of this. So usually the bigger amount is 111, as I've imagined. Kind of sucks. So 133. This is what I've started with. I'm hoping these unidentified seeds will be better than. Okay, so 33133 again. Okay. Let's see what we can get from this guy. 1, 2, 3. So nothing even worse seed. And let's hope maybe this guy will be better. 112, so I can delete it, and all of this effort went to hell. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something incorrectly and trying to grow these seeds like that, but I will try to research it a bit later, I guess, because I really want 10. So for now, let me just do all of those things again, like for instance, grow another line. We'll see what we can do again once it reaches the end. I've lost a bit of sticks. I can't fulfill the whole line, but that's fine. Okay, so this is my seed crate. Let me get rid of those. So nothing too special, as you can see, 1s and 2s. I have a 222. I have 133. So Once I have 10, 10, 10, I will want to maybe try and use those seeds onto my normal crops, which will be fine. So another thing I've done is I've managed to make myself a basically plastic generation unit. So this is the final product. From this tiny dry rubber I can make plastic. So I'm basically using water into this processing unit of latex. I have full water tank, and the latex comes from all of these 3 fluid extractors. So basically, just once the latex increases, it's being drained out via these pipes into this latex processing unit, and it gets its energy from Stirling Generator. So this is the block placer. Places all the logs which I have and places right here, and the just 3 fluid extractors just extract those. So since there is a block placer, I think I want to make myself a small log generation farm right here. Okay, so first things first, I want to grab myself a plant sower and a plant gatherer. And one last thing, petrified fuel generator. So these are 3 main parts I need for the log farm. So for this tree farm or log farm, I'm going to do 5x5 area. This will be more than enough. So I've marked with this area with cobblestones. And maybe I will put the sower right here. Gatherer, and the sower right here in the center. So before I continue, I need to make myself a bunch of Itemducts and Fluxduct. Okay, next I want to connect the Gatherer to the sower. And before that, underneath, I want to place a petrified fuel generator. Okay, now these 3 machines will require some power. Okay, next I want to add a servo to these guys. So, into the petrified fuel generator, we should have oak coming in. This is only a white lid. And a servo into a plant sower should have a white list of a oak sapling, because the oak saplings will be going into right here. Now, one more thing, this servos needs to have a jump start for them. So I need to make myself an advanced redstone storage, so these guys wouldn't burn out. Okay, so this is how it goes. If I aim at servo and crouch and click on it, I should be able to perhaps somehow add it. Maybe I can make myself a more room. So let me quickly dig more things up. Maybe right here it will be fine. Yep, little bit up. Now, same story right here. Okay, this will do. Now, this would already work, I think, if I've done everything correctly, but in the long run, I could upgrade it right now with a resourceful furnace. So, I think I want to do it right now. This will give me more power and more logs in the long run. So I want to reconnect everything. So, okay, so I've removed the energy cables. I want to remove these cables for now a bit. Remove the torches. So, okay, if I place the petrified fuel generator a bit closer to the plant sower, like that, and next if I put the resourceful furnace right here underneath, then I can connect it with a Itemducts. I think I'm going to need more of those. Yep, I will definitely need more of those and more servos. Okay, next I want to connect the plant sower to the duct of the plant gatherer. So it should be just like this, and I don't need this branch. So okay, so this is what's going to happen. From plant gatherer, I'm going to send all of these saplings, which is whitelisted, to the sower. So let's put it on. Okay, and from the plant gatherer into the resourceful furnace, I want to basically whitelist only logs. Okay, so only logs will go down into the resourceful furnace, and from here this will burn and turn into the charcoal. So charcoal is whitelisted, and the charcoal will be burned in the petrified fuel generator, giving more power and more logs for me in the long run. So I need to connect the cables right now, but I don't like this torch, so perhaps I can place it a bit better somehow. Okay, one more thing I forgot to do basically is to add range add-ons to these guys, so maybe +1 will do. Okay, but my problem right now is that I am not receiving energy into these machines. So I need to find out what is the cause of this. I don't think the flux duct requires servos. Okay guys, so it looks like my whole system is working. So as you can see, the oak wood is being dropped and processed into charcoal, and the charcoal is being burned here, producing energy. And right here, the saplings is going into the sower from the gatherer via this duct, and all the logs goes into the resourceful furnace from the gatherer via this duct. One more thing I want to do perhaps is to add more energy in the whole system. So I will connect it to the Latex Processing Unit. And another issue, I have a bunch of other stuff which I don't really need actually. So I need to make myself a way to destroy these items. Okay, but before that, well, everything is working. Now the gathering system have stopped because I basically am filled with sludge which I need to get rid of. So I'm pretty sure this is the matter of Fluiduct. Well, maybe I should make myself a sludge refiner or refiner. Okay, it's a pretty simple recipe. Okay, so I've connected the sludge refiner via Fluiduct from the plant gatherer, and now I need to put some energy into it, and now making pretty good amounts of dirt, everything else. Okay, now I need to improve the system to avoid it getting stuck basically. So if I remove this guy and basically send all the items via Itemduct, sending those items down. I don't need this. Okay, so I send these items. I also don't need this right now. So if I send these items into this chest, okay, now, and with this servo I need to change my whitelist into a silkworm and oak apple gal. Okay, now after I've done that, one more thing I can do is to use these ducts and send all of those items back into the block placer to Latex Generation Unit, and from here I can basically also add another thing into my whitelist. So I will be getting some of the oak wood into here, and then basically from here only oak wood will be going into the block placer, but I need more item ducts in that case. Okay, so here's a bit of a upgrade. So from this plant gatherer, I'm sending all of the items into these large chests, including the silkworm eggs, oak apple gals, and oak woods. Now, from this chest, via this servo, I want to send all of my oak woods via whitelist into the block placer. As for the saplings, I think I can remove all of these Itemducts, and I can connect these Itemducts right here. Okay, let's remove unnecessary branches. Fine, now I can place items servo and maybe send as a whitelist oak saplings from this chest. So saplings goes into the sower, the logs will be going into the block placer, and I will put one more direction to deal with silkworm eggs and oak apple gals. So this is basically my temporary tank of the whole system, if you will. Now, if you look at the Latex Processing Unit, it's now full, and it goes around the clock for me to produce the dry rubber. Now, it won't take long for this chest to fill up. I will need to figure out how the automatic work tables, auto workbench, should be somewhat simple to make and set up, but we'll get there. Now I need to make a way for silkworms and apple gals to disappear from this chest and go maybe somewhere here for further processing, or just dispensing into the lava, because pretty usual items and I don't really need those at that large quantities. Okay, so I've made quite a simple trash compactor, nothing special about it. So redstone comparator plus repeater with its own circuit, and this dispenser drops everything into lava which is sealed underneath it. So if I take for instance silkworm egg, I've put it right here. It goes down via these two droppers, and you can see the trash compactor is getting rid of all the unnecessary items for me. Okay, so since I cannot place any ducts on this block because it's already occupied by redstone, I am thinking maybe I can send those unnecessary items directly from the basically plant gatherer. So if I find myself again some silkworm eggs and oak apple gals, which I could get rid of, then I should be able to put it on the whitelist. Okay, and then with that whitelist they will be going down into the trash compactor. So let's connect that directly to the chest. And one last thing before I forget, since I'm sending all the unnecessary items directly from the plant gatherer, I should make a whitelist and send only saplings and logs directly to this buffer chest. So basically right now you can hear from the sound that is working all around the clock, and you have all of those trash items sent directly to it. Now there's one more thing to attend in this whole system. I have this essence fluid which I'm getting from basically turning the wood into charcoal. So once it fills up, I'm pretty sure the whole system will trip again. So I need to solve that. So by looking at all of the outputs of the whole system, I have a surplus of oak wood. It won't be that long since this chest will be full. I've gotten rid of all of the unnecessary items with the trash compactor. The block placer is always full, it doesn't use that much wood, and the furnace doesn't use that much wood either. So there is an issue of getting rid of all of these oak woods. So what I can do is place a task screen right here, place a reward collector on top of it just to save some space, put it close together, dig underneath a bit to reach all the ends. Now I need to change the task of the task screen. Now oak wood right here. Now for the reward collector, I will select oak wood as well. Okay, so now these two are together connected. And of course I will put a servo on it with a whitelist for the oak wood. Now in my task screen we can see that this oak wood is being drained and automatically converted into money. Okay, now I want to take some tiny dry rubber, connect it to the storage crate which has those on it, connect a servo to it, activate, and right now I want to place auto workbench on top of it. So I need to define a recipe, goes something like this. And now it automatically produces me a dry rubber, and it basically takes all the dry rubbers from that crate below. Now I need to refine this even further with a furnace. So let me quickly make one. Gonna place the thing right here, again connect it with a duct. Maybe just I want to disconnect that part of the... Okay, now once again let's add servo and activate it and see if we can get something inserted into furnace, but we also need to add some fuel. So doesn't produce me anything. I think I need to have it connected to the top or something, maybe like that. So in that case, this should be maybe working now. Hopefully, of course. Yep, it is working. Alrighty then. Okay, so that should be it with this farm for now. I'm basically making a lot of plastic in the end, but I'm not sure how I will realize that because I'm looking right now at the recipes for plastic and I cannot see anything too much useful yet. Maybe in time. And these are all those durs from the sludge. So the tree farm or a plastic farm is now working properly. I've taken into account everything that is produced in this system, all the byproducts and fluids and everything else. So That's fine. I'm also making a bit of money from the excess wood, so I am pretty happy with this build. Okay, so one more thing I want to do right now. In my inventory, I have inventory upgrade cake from Cyclic, and I also making an inventory crafting table from Cyclic. And let's put those on. Okay guys, so this will be it for this video. I've managed to make myself a plastic farm. Not sure why I need that yet, but sure, whatever. I don't want to make this video too long, so in the next one I will be handling the tomato farm and increasing the money. And with that I will be increasing the money input for my automated farms. Okay guys, thank you for watching. See you next